And I'm doing right up the center of his back first, so that I'm kind of creating that center line where I know that my spikes are gonna go.
And there'll be a line.
What's that?
Seems like it'll be like a line.
Yeah, yeah, that way also too, like my scales are kind of making sense and I can follow this on each side instead of just like rows going everywhere. So now I'm just gonna start on one side and keep, just follow that line. And then just taper those off on the bottom, or the neck. And just kind of, I'm angling that piping tip into the little nook next to my, where my tail is coming out.
Is it okay if you put this on the cape?
Yeah, because you're taller, yeah, if you don't want to hurt your back. And actually I would recommend even, maybe use, like a couple of the ingredient bins or something so it's stable. Because
Okay.
I don't like when I'm doing piping like this, I don't want it to move at all. I'd rather be able to control that. And typically, like if we were doing just a regular layered cake, our crumb coat would have been in white as well. And just our final coat is in the color. But because we're doing this piping on top, I would definitely want the crumb coat in my finished color, because you may have little gaps that, since they're the same color, it's just disguised. Where if I had white underneath, it would just be like standing out like a sore thumb. So that I can move on more quickly, you guys can imagine the rest of this piping. So I'm gonna do the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up so that when I do my face, I don't have to worry about.
Oh, so you did like on the inside. Was this the cake that you did, or was this just off of like?
This is one that I did.
Oh,
Okay, so for the face, what's first? White eyes. Okay. Oh, let me do the spheres, because I did do the spikes, because I did do my center line, so I can go ahead and show that to you guys. So with the petal tip, you're gonna hold this straight up and down, and start in the middle, because this is gonna be your biggest. So just do a base, kind of let that build, and then pull up. You're still squeezing a little bit so that that can draw it up. And then as you get down to the tail, you can start making these a little bit shorter. And then I'm gonna do these the same same thing on here. We want to kind of make those a little shorter as we come up to the head. Okay. Triangle by the dragon. Okay, face. So eyes. I'm gonna be piping right here, so I don't know if you guys want to come behind me so you can see the face. So my horns are gonna go here. So my eyes are gonna go about right here. So I'm just gonna, these are just spheres. Smooth that so there's no peak there. Then just like I did with the owl, when we made the eyes kind of looking to the side, I'm gonna do the same thing for this one, so that he doesn't look dazed. Eyelids, eyebrows, nostrils, and a smile. So I'm gonna change this to a smaller tip. So I think I'm gonna use number 4, something around that. So he doesn't have these big googly eyes coming off of his face. I'm gonna pipe just around those a little bit to give him or her a little eyelid. Eyebrows. Nostrils. Okay, so the nostrils are a little bit different. We're doing circles, but I'm going to build them up on the back side. So the first thing I'm going to do is an open circle. Then I'm going to keep drawing this circle, but only on the back half. So I'm going to start at the middle, and then when I get about 2/3 of the way down, I'm going to taper that in to the rest of the circle. He's a happy dragon.
Is this like a back procedure, or is this all going to be piping?
I'm gonna pipe, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise he would be like
Yeah.
okay, horns. So I'm gonna take, this is number 8. And we're just gonna do breakfast.
He kind of looks like an off-brand Sully.
Oh, Oh my God, he does.
You can very well be a dragon. You can. He's people.
So I'm gonna do some big ones, and then I'm gonna fill in with a smaller tip. And you can just do these wherever you feel that he needs freckles. Eyelashes. He's gonna be a boy. I don't want to give him eyelashes.
Big boy usually have longer eyelashes than girls.
That's true. Annoyingly. Okay, so for the leg, just to finish the leg, well, since I have this tip on, I'm gonna do the little tail accent. So you can do this with your accent color or your main color. Either one is fine. And I just like to add just a little. Just a little extra on there. Just to kind of finish that off so it doesn't look like a plain, yeah, just plain fondant or gum paste just sitting there. And then I'm only gonna do one wing right now because I only have half of this piped. So this will come up a little bit further this way. And then I like to have on my wing this pointiest big arc right here. I want that to be the outside of my wing. So you can place these whichever way looks better to you for your wings. If you want to have them facing this way, if you want to have them standing up, if they're stable enough to do that. But you're just going to anchor these into that buttercream, just like that. And you can come and you can do a little scale on top of that to finish that off. Okay, for my leg, so, and these scales are gonna come up a little closer now. Okay. For my leg, I'm just going to I'll pipe a big fat arc right here. So I'm changing the direction of the piping, and then I'll come put a foot here. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll just do a little front leg right here. And I kind of having his little claws. So you can see that it's a foot. And then you can come with your accent and give him some little nails.
That's cute.
So it accentuates it, like, oh yeah, this is something other than his body here. And after, because we have a big fat area right here, so you can pipe the same legs on this side as well. So I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and start your dragons. Just work as fast as you can, and we will get as much done as possible today, okay?